Start sitting with your feet hip distance apart and just bring your hands underneath your knees. I want you to imagine that there is a helium balloon on the crown of the head that lifts you all the way up. Relax your shoulders, hold on to those arms and use your arms to lengthen your spine a little bit more. Try to reach with those sit bones towards the mat, like two sticks being pressed down to the mat, and feel like the sit bones are reaching to the ground, the crown of the head is reaching up towards the ceiling. And now just roll off your sit bones to start rolling to the back of your pelvis. And then we have those 5 vertebrae in the lower back, and feel like you could lower each vertebra at a time slowly down towards the mat. They probably won't touch the mat yet. And then use your arms to bend your spine, curl all the way forward, squeezing your abs, and then lengthen to the crown of the head. Let's repeat that twice more. Roll off your sit bones, and I want you to imagine those 5 vertebrae just stretching and trying to lower down towards the mat. They don't have to touch the mat yet. And then use your abs, deep exhalation, to curl the spine to go a little bit deeper. If it feels good, let's go a little bit lower. So you're rolling off your sit bones. Tuck your tail underneath you. You roll to the back of your pelvis, and maybe you could bring the lower back 1 bone, 2 bones, 3 bones, 4 bones, maybe 5, and then squeeze your abs and you curl, make loads of wrinkles on your t-shirt, and then curl back up. Let's do that again. You're rolling off your sit bones, you're sliding the bum underneath you, and you're bringing those 5 bones of the lower back down towards the mat. And then on the exhalation, try to bring your nose closer to your belly button to curl back up and sit up taller. If this feels good, let's go lower. Roll off your sit bones. Tuck your tail underneath you, so you're in the back of the pelvis. Then you're thinking about those 5 bones of your lower back trying to touch bone by bone towards the mat. And then start bringing your ribs towards the mat. And we have 12 of them. And then it's 7 bones in your neck to relax your head down, if it feels good. And now we want to roll all those bones up towards the sitting. So roll chin to your chest, think about those 7 bones in your neck to roll up. Then we have those 12 bones in your middle back, and then 5 in the lower back. Curl, deep exhalation. And let's go for 3 more of those, a little bit faster. Tuck your tail underneath you. If it feels good, reach with the hands forward and enjoy the movement. And as we're rolling up and down, the legs don't move. We just want to move the spine and the pelvis, but the legs are not invited to the exercise. So try to find a place where can you keep them so they don't have to slide in and out. And you bring the chin to your chest and you curl forward. And let's straighten the legs out. Let's do that with straight legs. Sit up nice and tall. Tuck the tail underneath you and you melt the spine bone by bone towards the mat. Inhale and exhale. Try to keep your hands in one line with your shoulders so the arms don't move. They just stay in one line. Let's go for 2 more of those. Massage the spine all the way down. And then you roll all the way up. Powerful exhalation. And just 1 more. And tuck your tail under. If this is a little bit too much, come back with your knees bent. You can use your arms. And this will just get easier and easier as we do it more often. Let's come to a plank on one side of your body. So sit on one hip, straighten the legs away from you, and bring your top foot just in front of that lower leg. Keep your lower hand underneath your shoulder. Use your hand in front of you to lift your hip all the way up. Then you are in a side plank. If for any reason this will feel like it's a little bit too much for your shoulder or your wrist or the elbow, it doesn't feel as comfortable, you could lower yourself down on the forearm and you could stay down on the forearm as well. There's not much of a difference how the abs engage if you're staying on your hand or the forearm. So don't worry about that and modify if you need to. So once you're in a high plank position, either on your wrist or your forearm, reach with your top hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Now take deep inhalation, and as you're breathing out, twist underneath you. Try to rotate your chest towards the floor if you can, but don't allow your hips to twist. Try to push your top hip all the way to the back. So you're squeezing your lower obliques, and you inhale to open, exhale to twist. You breathe in, powerful exhalation. We'll go for 7 more of those. Open and then twist. Last 6 and then twist. 5 more, open, and twist. Last 4, and then twist underneath. Last 3, and then twist. Last 2, and twist. 1 more, open, and twist. Lift your arm up and lower your hips down to the mat. Perfect, let's switch sides. Allow your head to turn as well, always towards that top hand. So bring your top foot just in front of that lower leg. Lift yourself into a side plank, either on your wrist or your hand, and then reach with your top hand all the way up. Keep looking at that hand. And then exhale to twist. Squeeze your abs and feel like you're exhaling deeply. Don't allow your hips to roll forward. And then inhale, open. Exhale. Last 8. And twist. 7. Powerful exhalation. 6. And squeeze your abs. 5. And squeeze your abs. Almost like there is a mirror behind you and you want to fog a mirror with each exhalation. Last 3. And we twist. Last 2. And then twist. 1 more. And twist. Lift and slowly lower yourself down. Great job. This is a really fun exercise. Start at the front edge of your mat so you have a lot of space behind you. Squeeze your heels together and start with your hands underneath your knees. Bend your elbows to the sides of the room and now sit as tall as you can. And from here, feel like you could roll off your sit bones, stretch slightly to the back, and once you're off your sit bones, squeeze your abs to pick up your feet off the floor and try to pull your knees all the way up towards your ears. Imagine that you're inside a teeny tiny ball and you want to create the shape of that ball as well. Keep pulling the legs towards your ears and your ears towards your knees. Now look down towards your belly. With the inhalation, we rock back. And with the exhalation, we curl back up and we don't want to touch the floor. So keep your feet lifted off the mat. We'll breathe in to rock and exhale, you rock back up, keeping exactly the same shape. If this feels good, you could bring the hands on your shins. Elbows lifted to the side like you have balloons underneath your elbows or underneath your armpits. Exhale, you lift. And if that feels good, lower your hands towards your ankles. Breathe in and out. And if that feels good, grab your feet with your hands. Keep lifting your elbows and we breathe in. Your head never touches the floor. On the exhalation, you're curling up to sit up. The feet and the head don't touch the floor. Breathe out. Massage your spine. Do 5 of those and have fun.